Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again for another weekly racing e-vlog. We're going to be heading down to... oh gosh, where are we heading? You know, when your brain just stops working. We're going to be heading down to Nashville with the ARCA Menards Series East. We're going to be heading down for the Music City 150, so it's going to be our next appearance with the ARCA Menards Series East. Very excited about it to head down. You guys all notice our wrap is gone on our truck and mod kicked out that I usually use to kind of sneak it in, so I've got to take the time to get it back in there, but probably for the next couple episodes she will be naked as we head down to Nashville and probably off to Kansas. But let's get ourselves out to Nashville. We will see you guys when we get a little bit closer for the Music City 150 here with the ARCA Menards Series East. All right, we are almost down here to Nashville. Man, I got a lot of mods that I got to fix. I got to get the skin back on the truck. I've got to get the newest map so I stop having the wonky speed limit signs. There's a lot that I need to be able to do, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and breathe. So, let's see. Talking about last race while we get ourselves pulled in here. Our last race, if I remember correctly... guy's not even going close to 47. Was Talladega and the Sizzler. So we were with Talladega with the ARCA Menards Series, and then the Sizzler for the Open Modifieds, and I was quite happy with both, kind of. Talladega was a great experience to learn how the cars worked on Super Speedway, and I'm excited for more chances and opportunities like that, but we ended up having getting involved in a wreck there. But when we went up with the Sizzler up there at Stafford, that was really cool. I always loved being able to run the Sizzler, and being able to win it is even cooler with the open mods, and it was cool to be in the modifieds once again at Stafford, especially since we're not going to be running there full time. But I am excited for heading with the ARCA Menards Series East to Nashville. Just hoping that we're going to have a better outing than Five Flag Speedway and Talladega, because our besides winning at Rockingham, our ARCA Series record is not the best. So yeah, let's see what we might be able to fix on that. Let's get myself over here and get ourselves comfortable. Actually, I'm gonna park over here because I can. It doesn't look right. Oh, maybe it is. Official partner of FIFA. Yeah, who cares? Not a fan of FIFA. I know it's gonna rock the world, but not my thing. More power to you, though, if you enjoy it. Jesus. I'm even out of touch on driving this thing. That's a bummer. All right, let's get ourselves out and unpacked, and let's get ready for race day here in Nashville. All right, we are here, and we are getting ready to unload for practice here with the ARCA Menards Series East. Going to be heading out with the Young Buck Beverage Co. for practice. There's, I think, only 16 cars here this weekend, which is a little bit of a bummer for the smaller field, but hopefully gives us more of an opportunity to be able to go out and show what we're made of. So I'm actually really excited about it. So let's head out for practice, and we'll see you guys after. All right, coming back from practice, the highest we could actually get was 8th. So there's a couple adjustments that I want to be able to make to the car. I think we've got good short-term speed, but I'm kind of lacking in ideas of what I can do to do some long-term speed. We did a handful of laps just to see kind of how it was going to feel. So I got my concerns, but let's see if we can go out to qualifying 2 laps here, single car, and see if we can actually pull something out of the hat here at Nashville and see where we're going to start for the Music City 150. All right, we are back from qualifying here later in the day, and we are going to start getting ourselves ready for racing here at Nashville, 150 laps. We were able to qualify 2nd. So some of the changes that we did actually paid off, and I'm hoping that they'll continue to pay off for the race. Still a little concerned about tire wear and stuff, but hoping to be able to keep the car clean and being able to get the experience for some of our first time here at Nashville with the ARCA Menards Series East, and let's see how we'll do. But starting 2nd for 150 laps. Let's go. All right, the sun is setting here in Nashville, the Music City, and unfortunately not the results that we wanted. Starting second, we were able to kind of push ourselves out into the lead early and put on a pretty good dominant performance until our tires started to wear just a little too much. I thought maybe I could have saved a little bit, but there was others who were much faster than I was. So that was a bummer, and so it ended up becoming coming in for tires after we spun off of turn 2. We just got loose. The car just literally lifted off the ground around me, which was very inconvenient. Ooh, you're broken too. Interesting. Everything's breaking. And we got loose and swish-swash across the backstretch and hit the inside wall. Luckily, not a lot of damage, and we were able to go in for tires. We started further back, and we were able to kind of weave through the field to be able to get ourselves back up front, which was actually spectacular in my mind. Very happy about that. But unfortunately, with that battling up, I think we got as high as third, and then we started to fall off a little bit. And when we got into a battle with somebody for a handful of laps, we ended up falling back further and further and further back to the point where we were battling with this person. And they were slow into one, so I took the advantage of going to the inside. They didn't really give me the room, which I don't expect anybody to ever move over for me, but we kind of got tangled, and, I tried to lift, they tried to lift, but there's two cars fitting for one spot, so we got locked together, slammed the outside wall, we slid down the backstretch, tore up the right front inside, so our day was done. So, again, not the finish that we were hoping for, so it was very unfortunate for that, but we're learning. We're getting there, and we are learning. But next week, we are going to be heading out for a doubleheader weekend. We're going to be heading to Kansas with the ARCA Menards Series, and we will be going up to Thompson for the Monaco Modified event that's going to be happening up there. So very excited for the next one, but that is going to do it for this one, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, we do try to get a video out here on the channel at least a couple times a week. I got to remember, it's not every day now, and I'm not going to push for that. But I'm going to try my best. Ooh, you okay, Ezzy? She just, rolled over next to me. She just made a really big flopping noise. You good? But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.